Welcome to the webinar. My name is Lewis Howes, and I just want to say congratulations for getting on here early and taking action to be on this webinar. Now, before I talk about Robert Grant and some of the big things he's been doing and what he's going to be sharing with you, I just want to make sure really quick that everyone first off gets out their pen and paper and takes lots of notes during this webinar, because Robert is going to be sharing with you some of the most important Facebook marketing information out there possible. He's interviewed the best, he's worked with the best, he's spent countless hours on Facebook for I don't even know how many years, but he knows probably more about Facebook than anyone else in the world that I know of. And I've been in social media for a long time, working on social media, and he is one of the best out there. Now, basically, this webinar is going to be very targeted to giving you some highly qualified information on how you can take your business, your professional brand, your career, whatever it is you want out of your business or your professional brand. It's going to be talking about how to make the most out of using Facebook marketing to achieve any of those goals. Now, if you don't know Robert Grant yet, he basically built up a huge Facebook network of close to 300,000 people in just 14 months. He's now responsible for managing Facebook business pages to around 2.5 million fans from all different Facebook fan pages he works with. He's basically the go-to expert on Facebook marketing for small businesses, entrepreneurs, authors, Fortune 500 companies, celebrities, including marketing teams like Tony Robbins' team, Yao Ming's team, and other best-selling authors and things like that. He is the number one go-to person for pretty much everyone when it comes to learning and maximizing Facebook. And again, for those who don't know Robert Grant, you're in for a special treat on this specific webinar. Make sure you stick on the line, because this webinar did fill up. And since you're on here now, make sure you get out your pen and paper. Watch each slide specifically. You're not going to want to miss each slide. Very important what Robert's going to be talking about. Hopefully, you have an amazing time on this webinar. And without further ado, wanted to bring in the man of the evening, Robert Grant.
Hey buddy, I want to thank you for the great introduction, and I want to start off by welcoming everyone on this webinar. We've had over 38,000 people register on the interest list, and our emails have gone out to over 2 million people from our JV partners. As you may know, spaces on this webinar platform are limited to 1,000 spots. So if you're listening right now, that means that you won the race to get through the doors and secure your spot, because there are a ton of people who are still trying to get in and they arrive too late. I want to tell you, I am completely pumped and so excited, because my biggest passion is helping people, and I've created this presentation to help you become a successful marketer on Facebook and take advantage of what I believe to be the greatest opportunity of our lifetime. So get a pen and paper ready, because we're going to have a content-packed webinar. I really advise you to go and help your focus, to go switch off your mobile phones, your instant messenger, your Skype, your email, so you can really pay attention and absorb the information that I'm going to give you, so you can start implementing it in your own business. Now, my job today is to go and impart to you the skills and strategies that I've used to explode my network on Facebook to over 297,000 people in the space of a single year, that led to me building a 6-figure income and a 7-figure business, to the point that my business partner and I are now managing the fan pages of over 2.3 million people, 2.3 million fans for our clients. Now, I'm going to be giving you today some specific strategies that you can start leveraging Facebook's 500 million person network, so that you can get your piece of the pie. Now, there's been thousands of comments on the videos, over 3,000 of them, and hundreds of questions have come in. So what we did is we took the most common questions, and we're going to be answering them today. Now, I'm going to explain to you the important considerations that you need to make before you go and set up a Facebook fan page. And I'm going to be showing you the right way to go and build a Facebook landing page, so that it becomes a lead generation machine for you and gets people coming back for more. And at the end of the presentation, I'm going to be giving you a sneak peek into our brand new CrowdConversion Facebook marketing training program. But first of all, it's important that you know why I'm qualified to teach you. So with your permission, I want to really quickly tell you a little bit about myself. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth when it comes to marketing. In fact, my background was in a completely different space. I was a corporate headhunter. I was in recruitment, and I was also managing a team. And I was under a really, really, really high level of stress in my job. One day, I fell down on the floor, collapsed with serious chest pains, and I thought I was having a heart attack. I got rushed off to hospital. I told the doctor about my life. I thought he's going to tell me that I'm about to die or something like that. And he said to me, Mr. Grant, you're suffering from stress. And I didn't want to hear that. I was like, what do you mean I'm suffering from stress? This can't happen from stress. He said to me, listen. And he looked me bold-faced in the eyes. And he said to me, your job, I told him about my job. I told him what I did. He said, your job, quite frankly, is killing you, okay? Can you reduce the stress in your job? And I said to him, no. So he said to me, fine. Well, you've got a choice. Walk out, or you're going to pay the consequences, and your body is already starting to give you the signs. And I was just in a state of shock. Completely. I went home. I sat down in a dark room after looking at my kids. I was in tears. I didn't know what to do. And at that point, I kind of started thinking positively. And I'd had all of these dreams before of starting my own company, of making money online. And I said, you know what? Maybe this is the opportunity that I've been looking for. Maybe life is just pushing me to go and start my own business, to finally start making money on my own terms, doing something that I love. And I got onto Facebook. My mum pushed me to get on there. She thought it was this great thing and, there was a great opportunity. And I listened to her. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, to be quite honest with you, at the beginning. And all I did was just start to share some really good content. I shared links on the internet, great videos that I found and stuff like that. And then I forced myself to write a couple of Facebook notes, articles basically, Facebook's equivalent of blog posts, and share some good content. And I started doing an ad campaign on Facebook. I didn't know what on earth I was doing, and I winged it. I was lucky. And I gathered my first audience of 500 people using Facebook ads. All I asked these guys in return to do is, if they enjoy the content, help me spread the message. I didn't even know what I was selling at that point. I just knew that I wanted to sort of add value and build this following. So I just said, hey, let's go and give people some great stuff. Maybe they'll like me, they'll rave about me, they'll tell their friends. I said, do me a favor, hit the share button and help me to get the message out. And they did. And my network started to go and grow at a speed that I just couldn't believe with my own eyes. My first ever attempt to go and make money, I plucked up the courage to go and do a teleseminar. To be quite honest with you, I was trembling in my boots. I thought I was going to be sick. When I think about it now, like looking back on, today, how easy it is when you look back on it. But at that time, I was petrified. At the end of the seminar, people bought. I was offering them, products, and I was offering them some coaching as well. And I ended up raking in $6,494, okay, in an hour. And as you can imagine, I was in a complete state of shock. I'd never made any money online. I wasn't even expecting to make $10, never mind, money like that for my first attempt. But it wasn't all sort of roses. After that, things started to get tough. I wasn't able to go replicate my success. And I realized that I needed a mentor, someone who could teach me the ropes, someone who had the experience that I was lacking. And I bought a course and it was a pile of trash, to be quite honest with you. I looked for somebody else. And I found this guy on Google. I looked him up on Facebook and asked someone for an introduction to him. His name is Ian David Chapman. He's now become my business partner. And at the time that, I'd heard from different people, he was crushing it on 3 high-profile launches on Facebook, doing amazingly well. And I looked him up. I added him on Skype. I'm a headhunter after all. I don't sit there wasting time. I drove the guy completely potty until he agreed to go and teach me and mentor me. Told him, dude, I'm a guy who's got no patience. And quite frankly, I'm in serious trouble. I've got a family that I've got to feed. I had 3 kids at the time, a newborn baby. I said to him, dude, I've got to make money now. I've got a following, a small following. I already had a first success. Teach me what it is that I need to know. He taught me some of his key strategies, and my network just exploded along with my income to the point that I got to where I'm at today. Really, really quickly, I ended up partnering with him. And it's an interesting way that I ended up partnering. I said to him, dude, do you want to become my business partner? And he was like, slow down. We just met a couple of months ago. Take it easily. I said to him, listen, if I can get us a couple of really good clients and you're able to go and teach them, what I've gone and done and what you've gone and done in your business as well, will you consider being my business partner? And he said to me, yes. And really quickly, I put the feelers out. I sent out a couple of emails and I got some referrals back. And it was from a bunch of best-selling authors, a group of 4 best-selling authors, and they asked us to go and help them go build their businesses on Facebook too. Quite frankly, they were shocked that, like me, Mr. Nobody, had just suddenly exploded into the personal development space out of nowhere. And I was, I had this great big following, bigger than they did, and they asked me to teach them. Since then, I've gone and taught, the marketing teams of people like John Carlton, Alex Mandossian, millionaire marketer guru, Brian Tracy, who's a very, very famous author and business guru as well, and the marketing teams of people like Tony Robbins, Yao Ming, and many more, as well as thousands of startups, people who are just starting on the internet with incredible success. But enough about me, let's get started. I want to go and give you some strategies that you can use now. So the first thing that we need to pay attention to are the 4 stages to successful Facebook marketing. So take a breath. And let's get started, let's get stuck in. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is get the right tools in place for your traffic attraction content machine. And I'm going to be explaining more in a minute. The second thing that you need to do is get buyers on your fan page or on your email list so that you can make offers to them and so you can build a relationship with them. The other way around. First you build a relationship with them, then you go make offers to them. And then the third thing that you want to do is you need to structure your network in the right way. It's really important, and I'm going to be explaining that as well in a minute. The fourth thing is what we call the fan page launch cycle. You need to understand what this is, and then you need to go and implement it. So what are the tools that you need? That's the strategy. What are the tools that you need in order to go and make money using Facebook? So the first thing that you need is a simple website or a blog, okay? At the beginning, I started off with a PayPal button. I couldn't even build a website. But in order to be effective, you need a website or a blog. The second thing that you need is a Facebook fan page. The third thing you need is a like button. And the fourth thing that you need is something called a like box, which basically kind of enables you to embed your fan page on your website or on your blog. And fifth, that you need a way to go and message people. And last but not least, obviously, you need something to sell. So everybody asks me, Robert, are people actually making money on Facebook? Or is this, just a place where everybody's fooling around and sharing photos? Well, I say to them always, instead of believing my opinion, why don't we go and have a look at the facts? So with your permission, let's go and have a look at the facts. 5.4 billion people with a B have gone and joined business pages on Facebook. Okay, obviously each person is a member of more than one fan page or one business page, but it's created 5.4 billion members. Okay, so the bottom line is that people are interacting with brands on Facebook because they want to know more about their products and services and they want to engage with them, quite simply. And it's not just huge brands. There's also 1.5 million local businesses using business pages. I'm talking about people just like you and me. So everybody says to me then when they hear that, so what actually is the value of a fan? Well, a recent study was done and it showed that it was across many, many different niches, and they interviewed over 4,000 people. And in front of you that you're looking at a website called Marketing Profs, which basically documented, this whole study. And what they did was they got these 4,000 people from all of these different brands across 20 different markets. And they did a 25-minute, it was a panel interview for want of a better word. And they surveyed them and they found out how much they compared the people who were non-fans to the people who were fans, and found out the difference in spending with those specific companies. Okay. And they found out that the average additional spend from a fan compared to a non-fan, the additional spend on average was $71.84. So let's have a look at that study in a little bit more depth, because the results here are pretty mind-blowing. Okay, let's have a look at the contrast in spends from non-fans to fans. So the first brand is Nokia. Okay, the non-fans spending $63 on average, the fans spending $171. BlackBerry, non-fans spending $97, fans spending $132. Motorola, and this is astounding, over double. Non-fans spending $69, fans spending $160. Secret, okay, non-fans spending $54, fans spending $89. Gillette, $76 non-fans, $126 fans. Dove, and this is astounding as well, over double. Non-fans spending $57, fans spending $141. You see similar results over here with Victoria's Secret, Adidas, Nike. Look at Nike, over double the spend from fans. Coca-Cola, a significant increase, $120 non-fans, $190 fans. Oreo, the same thing, a significant increase. Skittles, over double. Nutella, over here, nearly doubles the amount of money spent by fans. Red Bull, over double again spent by fans. Pringles, okay, $60 non-fans, $130 fans, over double again. PlayStation, significant increase. Xbox, significant increase. Starbucks, over double. McDonald's, over double. The simple fact is that Facebook, when used in the right way, makes more money. Now let's bring these numbers down to the regular people like you and me. Because out of the 1,200 students that we've had go through our course and implemented our crowd conversion strategies, fans have consistently spent more than non-fans across multiple markets. From the huge campaigns that we've been involved with people like millionaire marketers like Alex Mandossian on a recent promotion that we did promoting the Abundance Expo with one of the main people there was Sir Richard Branson. We ended up bringing on one of our campaigns over $100,000 in revenue to that campaign. So all the way down from these big companies down to startups, we've seen the same kind of results from people who were just trying to get their first book out, people like Misty Vanderville, who's one of our students. So many different people across many niches. These statistics have proven to be true across the board. Okay, so before we go and dive into the strategy, it's important that we understand the enormous shifts that have gone and taken place as a result of Facebook. Let's cast our minds back in history and remember how things used to be in the Web 1.0 days. In the old days, in the Web 1.0 days, we used to go and wait for people searching on Google or Yahoo in the hope that visitors would come to us if we were lucky enough to go and get ourselves on the first page of the search engines. Today, search engine optimization, getting search engine traffic can cost a small fortune if you're paying for ads. It's extremely difficult if you're trying to go and do SEO. You basically need the equivalent of a PhD to get yourself up there on the first page of Google, and that you're restricted by the strict rules and regulations that Google have, what's known as the famous Google slap. But in the last 6 months, a huge shift has taken place and has opened up a brand new and massive opportunity. On April the 21st, 2010, this year, Facebook announced their aim to go and take over the internet. They predicted, this is insane, that within the space of 24 hours, Mark Zuckerberg stood up on public, this is Fox News that you're looking at, and announced that within 24 hours, they were going to serve up over a billion with a B, like buttons all over the internet. Facebook suddenly, overnight, became integrated with every piece of the fabric of the internet, and it changed everything forever. How do they know that they were going to be so successful with so many like buttons? Because they already had partners, huge partners, that were committed to implement this. And since then, more than 1 million websites have integrated with the Facebook platform, and it's growing at the rate of 10,000 websites per day. And the growth rate is just exponential. What's happened since then as a result, and this is what everybody needs to pay attention to, because this is a shift like has never happened before. The result was that Facebook is now referring more traffic to websites than Google, than the huge monster Google. Facebook has taken over. The crazy shift that's happened, that's changed as a result, is that today, relevant information finds our customers on Facebook before they go to look for it, okay? It finds them, and it's referred to them by their friends and by fan pages that they have become members of, for want of a better word, by clicking the like button. Today, over 500 million people, that's 26% of all internet traffic in the world, is accounted for on Facebook. And the average Facebook user is spending an average of 55 minutes per day on Facebook. They're not coming to our websites 55 minutes a day. That's where they're spending time. So if you manage to go and draw them in, and you've got the ability to go and start messaging them, you can get your marketing message to them in the place that they are spending 55 minutes every single day. Right now, it pretty much looks like Facebook has taken over the entire internet. And Comscore have reported that 100 of the most popular global websites are now integrated with Facebook. Not only that, but this is mind-blowing. When I saw this, I completely flipped out. Facebook is also now integrated with major payment gateways like eBay, PayPal, and the Visa network, which means that they're in the process of starting to allow people to go and start making their transactions on Facebook. This monster is taking over the world. And it's opening up opportunities in business that have never, ever been there. So I'm sure that you start to realize now how Google has that this is not a fad. It's already happened. And that means that we can't sit around waiting for our customers to come to us anymore. We need to go to the place where they're at and get our marketing messages in front of them, and done in the right way, it can explode your business. So let's take another breath. And let's carry on with your permission. I'm going to show you one of the most powerful things that you can do to get your message in front of your market. And that is to go and create your Facebook fan page. You need to go and get started. Please, whatever it is, just chuck out the excuses, okay? And straight after this presentation, the minute that you get the chance to go and do this, build yourself a fan page and get started. Take that first step. So basically, in order to go and set up your fan page, this is what you need to do. You need to go to facebook.com/pages/create.php. And you're going to be presented with this page that you can see in front of you. On the left-hand side of the page, it asks you if you want to build a community page. On the right-hand side of the page, it asks you if you want to create an official page. Okay, so what do these options mean to us, first of all? Well, the first thing that you want to know is every time that you hear the word community page, think, ow, pain, no, don't do it. We always recommend using official pages, okay? Because you don't want Facebook taking over your page if it becomes popular, because they'll snatch it from you. Community pages are okay, perhaps for short-term projects and possibly for affiliate marketing purposes. But the bottom line is if you grow too big, your page becomes very popular, Facebook say that they will manage the page for you, which is their nice way of saying, we're going to remove you as a page admin, and take it away from you. They do this at the end of the day to go and prevent spammers from misusing pages' newsfeed access and viral power. So, the most important thing that you do is you go and you choose your official page, and now you've got three choices. There are three main types of official page, okay? So you've got local business, you've got brands, and you've got artists. And each one of those has different options. Let's say, for example, you're a local business and you're a cafe, so they'll ask you for opening times. If you're an artist or a band or a public figure, they'll ask you, your interests and stuff like that, because if you're an artist or a public figure, the presumption is that all of the people who love you want to know about your interests and all that kind of stuff. So one of the most important things is naming your page, and so many people get this wrong. It sounds like it's a simple thing, but it's so easy to overlook, yet so important. The most important aspect of creating your page is the name that you choose. You can't choose the name of your page once you've gone and set it up and you started adding fans. Once they changed the rules recently, and they allowed you, if you've got a few fans, that you can change the name at the beginning. But the bottom line is, once you started to be successful and add fans, they're not going to let you change it. So you have to get this right from the very start, from the word go. So when you're naming your page, always think in terms of keywords when you're naming your Facebook page. Choose an engaging headline that makes a huge difference to your viral potential, And that way you get into people's news feeds. And if it's a catchy headline to your page, it's going to hook people to go and come back to your page. And when you share your videos and all that kind of stuff, if I share a video on my fan page, Facebook will go and put the name of my page above the video. So if you share my video with your friend is going to see the name of my fan page above the video or next to the video, whatever. And that's the thing which might decide whether it piques his interest or her interest to go and check out my page. So your name should describe what it is that you do, and most importantly, the benefits that you bring to people. In every piece of your marketing, you must think of benefits. It's the most important thing. I know that I'm going through this fast, and you're going to have the opportunity. I'm going to get a replay up of this video so that you can see it again. The most important thing right now is just that you pay attention to what it is that I'm saying and that you get the concepts in your head. Okay? So your name needs to specifically refer to your business or you as a person, okay? Facebook will not let you use generic terms that are really, really vague, like chocolate, okay? That they will take it away from you and say that that's a community page if you start using these generic terms. So they can take it away from you at a later date if you don't abide by those rules. And for example, Facebook actually made these rules, a while ago, a few months back. They changed the rules and that they didn't want people owning like terms like chocolate and food and all kinds of stuff like that. And I don't blame them. And one of our students, so she changed the name of her fan page. She was forced to, and she changed it it was called originally Solve Horseback Riding Fears. And that was changed to Solve Horseback Riding Fears by Jane Savoy. And that was acceptable to them. So one thing that you need to understand, okay, having a Facebook fan page is not a marketing strategy any more than having a website is a marketing strategy. Obviously, you need to do some marketing for your website and for your page in order for it to be successful and for all of those fans and, those likers to start coming to you and eventually, becoming your customers. So let's talk about how to create a great looking Facebook fan page. This is what everyone's been asking me in under 5 minutes. So these are some applications that you can use. And the first of them that I'm going to introduce to you with your permission is a application which is called North Social. These guys have got a series of apps that you can add to your fan page and you pay a monthly fee. It's a really small fee, but the beauty is that there's no coding and there's no FBML required. And for those of you who don't know what FBML is, it's basically Facebook's condensed version of HTML. So these guys allow you to go and do a whole bunch of things. You can do photo showcases, video player on your fan page. You can do sweepstakes. You can do show and sell. They've got a Twitter feed. They've got an RSS feed. They've got partner page promotions and a sign up form, which is really, really pretty easy to go and use, even for a noob like me. When I say a noob like me, sorry, I mean like a tech noob. I'm a pretty technically challenged guy. And every time Ian, my business partner, asks me to do the trainings, it's like, oh no, I really don't want to do this. I can't stand the technical stuff. But this was really, really easy to do. And he forced me to do it. And I did it. It was pretty amazing. So the next is an application called First Impression app. Okay. Also pretty easy to go and use. You're able to go and upload a simple image or message in their own words for a customized landing page. And, you get to go and do it pretty quickly. And it's for the technically challenged guys like me again. And maybe like you. I don't know whether you're technically challenged or if you're advanced, you can do it yourself. And it allows you to go and create an image, a big image, 520 by 650 pixels that you can link to your website from. And you can also use the share button and configure it so that your page can spread virally. So you can give people an incentive to go and share, your page with their friends, despite the fact that Facebook will do it anyway. Facebook will let their friends know when they come and join your fan page, which is awesome. Free marketing, free advertising by Facebook. Here's another one that lets you go and create your fan page as well. They call themselves TabSite, www.facebooktabsite.com. They could get in trouble for using Facebook's name in their URL, but nevertheless, it's an application that allows you to go and create your landing page really, really quickly. And they've got this like WYSIWYG editor. It's a pretty simple editor. It's very simple, similar to Microsoft. And you can go and add text, you can upload an image and quickly create a Facebook landing page. look at it in front of your face. Pretty damn simple, right? Okay, so the important thing to understand is what is your goal for your landing tab? So you need to define your purpose before you begin. Where is this all going? Okay? Then you need to get people to like your Facebook page and join your community. You want to capture email addresses and you want to go and build up your mailing list. You might want to take people to your website or your blog and then get people to share your promotion or your competitions or any kind of stuff like that. There's various things that you can do. Okay? My advice to you at the very beginning is just do what I did at the beginning, and that's add massive value, okay? So just get them onto your fan page and you want to start getting it to spread. You want to get it up to 500 people, that's tipping point, and then afterwards you can go and focus on capturing people's emails and stuff like that. My personal preference is tell them why they should join your fan page. Now I want to show you, this is a cool landing page by our friends over at Mind Movies, very, very successful marketers. They made millions over there. And here's their landing page. And I want you to notice, this is the way to go and do, to capture people's attention. So you'll notice at the top of the page in big red letters, it says warning, okay? So it immediately grabs people's attentions in 2 seconds. Remember, you've got milliseconds to capture their attention. And what do they say? Your life will change as a result of receiving and watching this video. Okay, so they're promising you a video. Bob Proctor finally reveals the #1 practical step-by-step blueprint for attracting anything that you want into your life. But first, you must like this page. And how are they doing it? There's something called fan page protected content, so that only people who've become fans, who've liked your page, can actually see that content. So they're incentivizing people to like their page instead of just letting people land on their wall. They're giving them an incentive to go and do so. They're giving them a reason. If you don't give the people a reason, they're not going to let you start broadcasting to them in their newsfeed every day. You need to give them a reason, capture their attention straight away, and tell them what's in it for them. Don't tell them you're going to give them a newsletter. No one cares about a newsletter. Tell them what's in it and what it's going to do for them. So once you set up your Facebook tab, you need to make it the default landing tab on your Facebook page. Sorry, if you want to know what a tab is, if you can see on the screen, you can see under the like button, it says welcome. You've got a bunch of tabs there: wall, info, notes, photos, discussions, etc. So you want this welcome tab, okay, to be the first thing that people land on, not the wall, okay? So once you've set up your default landing tab using one of the applications I've just shown you, the next stage is we're going to make this the default. So how do we do that? We go over to our fan page, okay, and in the just underneath your tabs, there's a link there that says options. You want to click where it says options and then click where it says settings. Once you've done that, you've got this menu, a drop down menu. You want to click the tab, okay, where it says default landing tab for everyone else, okay? And then you want to go and select the name. You get to name your landing tab, by the way, okay? So you go, and once you've chosen the name for your landing tab, My Movies called it Welcome. You want to click on that tab that you've gone and chosen the name of it, and that's it. Simple. Fans are going to go start landing on there where you get to go and incentivize them. I want to explain why your fan page is so powerful and why you need to put your focus on this. Most people have around 130 friends on average on Facebook, and many people have a lot more. That means that when someone likes your content by clicking that like button on your business page, Facebook lets an extra 130 people know, and that is free advertising for you. Growing your fan page, or your business page, as some people call it, people get, let's not get confused with the term. Some people call it fan page, some people call it business page. But growing your fan page to 500 people should be quick and easy and attainable for you. Just think that through those 500 people, Facebook now tells an extra 65,000 people about you, and that is free advertising. Remember this, okay? People in your market usually share similar interests with their friends. Marketers know marketers, gardeners know gardeners, horse trainers know horse trainers, and music teachers know music teachers, and so on and so forth. The bottom line is that your market knows other people in your market, and it only takes one person to go and start. If I see a good friend of mine whose decisions I respect joining a fan page or buying a product, I'm much more likely to go and buy it. Because crowds act like sheep and they follow each other. If I see Ian, my business partner, I'm following what he does, I trust him, I know him, I like him, okay? I see him go and recommend a product, or if I see him go and join a fan page, I usually go and follow suit. Because I want to know what he's up to, and I know pretty much if he's given something the thumbs up, that's a sign for me that I should be following. So if you build your fan page in the right way, you're now drawing in a crowd of connected people who know each other either directly or through a friend of a friend. This is not like an email list where your subscribers don't know each other and are isolated from each other. Because information and trends travel much more quickly through a bigger network of people who are directly connected to each other. An example where we see this in the real world, and we see the power of this, is in schools, where news and trends spread really, really quickly. One kid comes in with a pair of sneakers, okay? Another 2, 3, 4 like it. And before you know it, there's a massive group of people who've gone and taken on that trend, and they're wearing the same kind of clothes. Remember that the traffic coming to your page is mostly coming from endorsed traffic. And top marketers have always known that the best traffic comes when it's referred. A recent survey showed that the majority of consumers, 74%, are relying on social networks to guide their purchase decisions. This is a massive shift. It's a proven fact now that people are demanding to buy from people and businesses that they know, like, and trust. So let's dive in and let's have a look how you can use Facebook social plugins in your business. If you want to have a look at the list of all the Facebook plugins, you can go onto Facebook to developers.facebook.com/plugins, and you can see a whole list of them there. But I want to go and show you the main ones that you need to be focusing on right now. I'm also going to be showing you exactly how we use this in our business and for our clients. So the first plugin that you need to know about is the like box, which is basically, it embeds your fan page on your blog or your website or an external piece of web property outside of Facebook. And it is so powerful, quite simply because when somebody goes and clicks on the like button, you now have the ability to go and broadcast to them in their newsfeed. Remember that place where they're spending 55 minutes every single day on Facebook? You can now go and broadcast your message to them every day. And this is what it looks like. You can put this widget pretty much anywhere. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did on my launch so that you can do it too. Now, some of you, many of you, thousands of you in fact, left a comment underneath my free videos. And you may have noticed that we used a Facebook comments plugin on our website. This has ended up resulting in an extra 10% more visitors to see my videos and joining my mailing list as well. But not just joining my mailing list, but I'm now hitting them through 2 channels, my email list and also broadcasting to them in their newsfeed. Do you know what the results of that have been? My email open rates have doubled and my click-through rates have doubled just over the last couple of weeks when I've been doing this campaign. It is absolutely shocking, the results. Look at the opt-ins that came in via Facebook, the amount of new registrations that came in via Facebook on the first few hours of our launch. Here you can see, the top 3 super affiliates that were promoting our launch. And in place number 4, this is just the first few hours, is the new opt-ins that have come in through viral traffic off Facebook on the 10,000 code. And as you can see here, it's giving me free viral traffic. Using the Facebook comments plugin, you can go stick this anywhere on your website. You can stick it under your blog and it gives you an enormous power. It gives you social proof. What do you think the power is? That when people go and see a bunch of comments there, but it's not just comments, but they're seeing faces of people. It looks like a community's there. It looks like buzz is happening, and especially if they see their friends. Now, we got 72 Facebook comments within the first few hours, which were endorsing our free videos. The power of this is huge. And 1 week later, this had already risen to 810 comments, as you can see. And now it's just exploded through the roof. We also placed a like button, which was clearly visible in the top right-hand corner so that people could go and click on it while they watched our videos. So every person that clicks that, what happens? It's going into their newsfeed, into the news feeds of all of their friends. So we're up to, I think it's over 1,000 people now who've gone and clicked on that specific like button. What does that mean? I've got free reach into 130,000 people for free. Not just 130,000 people, but people who probably share similar interests. You know, at least a few of the people in each one of these guys' networks share similar interests. I'm pulling in the crowd of friends. We also added a like button for our Facebook fan page just under the video. As you can see, this is huge, okay? Why? Because every time they click this, not only is each person getting me a reach into an extra 130 people, remember that it's giving me the opportunity now to broadcast to them to their newsfeed. So they're on my email list, and now they're also on my fan page. I can broadcast to them to their news feeds, and I'm also pulling in their friends. So guess what? If one of those friends goes and buys my course, the next guy is 10 times more likely. If one of the guys was sitting on the fence and his friend went and bought the course and he goes on Facebook and says, hey dude, this was awesome, and he writes something on my fan page, of course the next guy is going to be much more likely to go and buy. If you're not using Facebook plugins, Facebook social plugins, you are wasting a huge opportunity to get word of mouth traffic back to your website. Now, I also want to give you, I promised you a content-packed webinar, and loads of people are asking me about Facebook ads. So here's to go and answer one of the questions, a great strategy for you using Facebook ads. It's exploded our fan page and our email list as well. So here's the thing. Instead of blasting your ads out to everybody, target your ads to friends of people who've already joined your business page. And there's a very important reason for this. Because when the ad shows up, it has the implied endorsement of somebody that you already know. Because if you see an ad for a fan page and underneath it, Facebook shows that your best friend has liked it, you're much more likely to go and take action. Now there's 3 reasons why this is so powerful. Firstly, you pay much less for your ads, okay? Because you get a much higher volume of people clicking through. Such an ad without an endorsement versus an ad with an endorsement, the ad with an endorsement is going to get a much higher click-through rate. And you know, when it's not just one person, if it says 6 of your friends have gone and liked this page, well, obviously you're going to go and pay attention. So this means that you're going to end up with a much higher volume of targeted traffic to your page. Remember we said before that people have friends who have similar interests. So if Ian likes your page and he's now a member of your page, you target his friends, okay, because we're targeting friends of the fans of our page. If you target his friends, he's a fan of your page, it's going to show up in my newsfeed. I'm much more likely to click on it. And also the chances are, well, I'm a friend of Ian's. I'm into social media. I'm into personal development. I share similar interests to him. So you're going to get me on your page, and I'm a much more targeted person, laser targeted traffic. What this means is that you're now pulling in a crowd of people who know each other. And this builds your community into a warm and a safe environment. So by now, as you know, Facebook is integrated with every facet on the internet. And it has become an inescapable part of our everyday lives. Trying to avoid the tides of change in our Web 2.0 world is futile. And having Facebook marketing as a part of your strategy is no longer an option, it's become a necessity. I'm sure, just like me, that you get a bunch of information about different products all the time. But what I've never seen is so many thousands of glowing comments from people that are this excited about marketing on Facebook. There's people asking to buy before they even know what I'm selling. So there's clearly a need. But I want to make sure that you buy CrowdConversion for the right reasons. So instead of me trying to sell you on this with a bunch of hype, I'm just going to be upfront with you and tell you what's inside the CrowdConversion training and what it can do for you. So CrowdConversion teaches you how to leverage Facebook's 500 million users to start driving free traffic, build a warm, responsive email list, and attract a crowd of fans, customers, and repeat buyers. It's our tried and tested blueprint for success that we've put into a step-by-step training that we have had thousands of people go through with amazing results. And I'm going to go through the stages of the training with you now. I'm not going to go into every detail of what's contained inside of the course because CrowdConversion has so much to offer with over 50 value-packed videos that I'm just going to summarize what you're going to get. So in the first phase, we're going to teach you how to research your market so that you understand exactly what they want. This gives you an almost psychic-like understanding of their needs, problems, and frustrations so you can deliver solutions to them in exactly the way that they want to be served. In the second phase of the training, we teach you the specific strategies that you need to know to position yourself correctly in your market based on information about your market, which prior to the days of Facebook was never ever possible to know. And this will give you the exact language and information that you need to grab people's attention from the start and to start building instant rapport with them and a lasting relationship with your following. The next phase, we show you how to go and structure your network to quickly and easily grow a responsive following of people who trust you and follow your advice. Most people get this embarrassingly wrong. In the fourth phase of the course, you're now using fan page strategies that most people don't even know exist, building an engaged community of buyers and pulling in their network of friends. If you do this correctly, you can explode your network extremely rapidly. We're also going to teach you the right content to share on your fan page, which warms up your following and ethically influences them to go and buy your products. Now, by stage 5, that you've turned your community into raving fans and done correctly, will promote you for free, allowing you to benefit from what is still the most powerful form of marketing today, word of mouth recommendation. Now in stage 6, you learn how to use Facebook events, webinars and teleseminars to build more trust with your community and make them 10 times more likely to buy from you, leading them into the sale and drawing more potential customers into your network. In the next stage, we give you in-depth case studies where we break down the most profitable and successful Facebook campaigns with practical, step-by-step strategies that you can model right now in your business. For the last few months that we've been selling this multimedia training as a standalone product, we've just updated it to take account of all the recent Facebook changes, and we've added a whole bunch of advanced training modules that we usually sell separately, as well as the Facebook social plugins training. But just for this promotional period, we decided to put together an incredible package at a very special price. So let me tell you about our Facebook ads video training program so that you're also going to be getting included in the package. We've put together a team of experts that is literally out of this world. I'm talking about a level of results and incredible content, the like of which that I have never seen before in my life. The information in this course is of such high quality that I am confident that it's going to be responsible for making millions of dollars for many of our customers. Some of the things that you're going to be learning are how to swipe your competitors' customers from under their noses without them even realizing it using Facebook ads. Remember before we told you about the power of having groups of friends in your network? Well, this ad strategy uses the exact same principle using our CrowdConversion 3.0 ad formula. This pulls in connected friends and best friends together, again making your audience much more likely to buy from you. One of our experts, Ryan Pamplin, has the knowledge that you can only ever gain after doing millions of dollars in testing, and he's worked out the formula for exactly how much Facebook really want for their ads, not the price that they recommend you pay. This means that you're paying 90% less for your ads, giving you an immediate edge over your competition. This guy has made over $5 million in clean profit in the last 8 weeks alone from his Facebook ads campaigns. And he's going to be opening his vault and sharing his most coveted secrets with you during the program. Another one of our experts teaches you the strategies that she's using to generate an average of $1,800 per day using Facebook ads across many different markets. I'm talking about exactly which images and headlines that you need to use that get twice the amount of potential customers clicking on your ads. On Facebook, you have to understand that the higher percentage of people that click on your ads, the less that you end up paying. Another one of our ads experts was called into the White House to go and share his knowledge, and he shares the secrets of how he used Facebook ads in an ingenious way to go and build a membership site of 5,000 people in the space of one short month. Many people have been asking us the best ways to go and leverage Facebook ads for affiliate marketing, and we brought in two of the world's leading experts to take you by the hand and teach you everything that you need to know. Look, time is running out and I don't have the time to talk about the other four experts who are going to be teaching you, but I can tell you this, that this is just the tip of the iceberg of the wealth of knowledge that you get access to inside this ads training. And if that wasn't enough, we've decided to go and include our exclusive CrowdConversion coaching program. That means that while you're studying the strategies and tactics to implement your traffic generation machine with Facebook, you'll have the benefit of instant feedback and course correction from two experts who already know the ropes. And it goes without saying, having the advantage of both Ian and myself work with you on 4 one-hour live coaching calls is going to push you faster, harder, and even more effectively than going it on your own. I had the advantage of having Ian David Chapman as my mentor when I was first getting started, and the results were fast and spectacular. I blew up my network to over 297,000 people in the space of just a little over a year. When Ian and I offer personal coaching, the cost is $2,000 per hour. You're going to have access to us on these 4 live coaching calls to get the same kind of feedback that our corporate clients pay us a small fortune for. If you've watched our previous videos, you've already seen campaigns like the one that we ran for Alex Mandossian promoting Sir Richard Branson for the Virtual Abundance Expo. When you become a CrowdConversion customer, I'm going to guarantee you this, that you're going to learn how to implement CrowdConversion strategies in the most profitable and effective way that we know how. This course allows you to plug in and download our knowledge. I'm talking about the same tips, tactics and strategies that we use when we charge large clients $50,000 to run a Facebook campaign. But I want to be totally transparent. Just because you've bought the program, it's not going to cause your bank account to burst tomorrow. So if you're into spending lots of money on get-rich-quick schemes, you may want to let this one pass you by. Because this is about building a scalable and sustainable business today that allows you long-term, lasting financial freedom. CrowdConversion is a Facebook marketing course, so that means that you're going to be getting on Facebook and doing stuff. Just to be clear, every one of our CrowdConversion experts are making 6- and 7-figure incomes using Facebook, which means that all of your questions will be answered. For us, this stuff is like second nature and it happens almost without thinking. But I can't force you to do this. So I encourage you to take a breath and ask yourself if you're ready to make a choice that can have this important an effect on your life and your business. Because having taught thousands of people, from small businesses and newbies to big massive corporate giants and celebrities, I can confidently tell you that the only people who end up getting results are the people that actually do something with our training and take immediate action. So let's talk about your investment and get the price of the course out of the way. I'm not going to anchor the price against the $5,000 coaching programs and the $2,000 courses in the marketplace. Those courses that make big promises and of extravagant results of becoming an overnight celebrity in your niche, because we all know that's hogwash. In this space, it's not about faking it. It's about acting with integrity, finding out what people really want and giving them genuine value in the products and services that you offer. So you may be asking who this course is not for. This training is not for people who are totally broke and can't make the rent. So if you're thinking of using rent money for this, there are other considerations that are more important to you right now. I just want to clarify that as soon as you get your password to get into our online multimedia training portal, you're going to get full access to our entire course, which covers every aspect of Facebook marketing that you can imagine. Whether you're a complete newbie or whether you're an advanced Facebook marketer already, this course has you covered. We understand that not everybody learns in the same way, so we've included video, audio recordings, PDFs, and step-by-step action guides. I don't have time to go into every single detail of the training, but our clients have described this as an Ivy League premium training with over 50 videos of pure content-packed value. And you don't need to be a web guru or a tech genius to take advantage of this massive opportunity. In addition to that, we've also just finished creating our Facebook ads training. And after this promotional period, we're going to be selling the ads training as a standalone product for $997. Ian and I also discussed upselling our coaching webinar series, which we sold for $497 a little bit earlier in the year. During this promotional period though, we wanted to make this offer a no-brainer, and we wanted to make sure that people really got the most amount of value from our training, which is clearly worth nearly $2,500. We're going to give you the main program, the CrowdConversion program, the Facebook ads training, plus all of the advanced training with the social plugins and the direct intimate question and answer coaching call webinars. The first of which, the CrowdConversion training, is a value of $997, the ads training $997, the group coaching webinar series for $497, which totaled $2,491. So you can get access to this entire mega package right now for 53% off, making your investment only $1,191 in 3 easy payments of $397 over the next 3 months. Or you can get an even bigger discount of 60% off and pay $997 today. So to take advantage of this offer, go right now to crowdconversion.com/Facebook. Again, that's crowdconversion.com/Facebook. We've also added another bonus on top of that, where you get 60 days unlimited email support from us as well. You're completely protected by our unconditional 100% money back guarantee, and you've got 30 days to try out CrowdConversion entirely risk-free. If at the end of 30 days that you feel this program has not been worth your investment, you'll get a full refund, no questions asked, and there's nothing to return. And last but not least, I've got something really exciting for you. For the first 20 people on this webinar that order right now, you're going to get a free one-to-one mastermind call with us personally, and we're going to spend 30 full minutes on the phone with you strategizing on your business. So once again, if you want to take advantage of this offer right now, go to crowdconversion.com/Facebook.